Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Parrott, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing News. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
And today we're covering the season 3 finale of Titans and Batman Streets of Gotham 1 through 4, featuring Dick Grayson Batman.
No.
I love Batman.
Thank you. All right, so
Don't we all?
I just love annoying Ray because he's a big Moon Knight fan, and he's always annoyed when people try to compare Batman and Moon Knight.
Come on.
All right, so season 3 finale of Titans. So that happened.
Oh, look, I made notes again.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
So we're just like raining Lazarus Pit water down on the city. Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's what the purple rain was. So the Lazarus Pit, I think this must be because of, the animated series. I always associate the Lazarus Pit with being green.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is in the animated series, but clearly the Lazarus Pit was purple in this show.
I think in most versions, at least comics, it's like green, but yeah, they must have went, their own way.
Well, I mean,
it seems much more mystical here,
Right, well, and a dark purple fits much more with the color scheme of the Titans. Green is just a little bit too bright for this show. But yeah, at first, when they said, Ra's al Ghul put it there, I was like, this sounds like a really bad idea. Something's going to happen. But then I realized, no, they were saying that so that you understood why there was a Lazarus Pit in Gotham. And it was okay to use it. Because at first I thought, no.
That's the other weird thing. It's like, remember like when Beast Boy and Raven found it, all they had to do, wasn't there just like a hole in a wall and they just like walked through this wall? It's like, oh, hey, look, here's a secret Lazarus Pit. It was like, just a wall and a hole in a wall in an office building or something.
Yeah, some kind of, they had to move a filing cabinet or something, I think, didn't they?
That's it. Yeah. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it had something kind of to do with the prison, Arkham, if it was like the offices on Arkham. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I was so stoked about V. She was cool. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
At the very beginning of the show, I was like, yeah, I knew she was cool. I know she's not going to stay for this. And then when she beat everybody up in the elevator, even though we didn't get to see it, we just had to know what happened. That was sweet. You knew something was going to happen because they were like, it's nothing personal. It's just business or whatever. And she said, I wish you hadn't said that. I was like, yeah, she's going to beat those guys up in the elevator.
No.
And then she did.
Yeah.
So yeah, you think we'll get Roy Harper next season?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if they were holding back before because he was
in somebody's cell phone, right? Remember from one of the earlier. Was that Dick's phone or Donna's phone?
I can't remember. Maybe because I don't know if they weren't pulling the trigger before because he was he was off and on Arrow, but that show's been off for a while. So
right.
Sometimes they don't like the mix, if people are on.
Right, and I had to look up Argus. I don't think Roy was ever in Argus in the comics, was he?
I believe it was Checkmate in the comics.
Okay, but Argus is also a thing in the comics.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, but a different thing, right? Because didn't Roy also work for the whatever the kind of like equivalent of the CIA was?
I believe that was Checkmate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought there was also something that was like C. Maybe not though. Maybe that C I'm thinking of is Checkmate.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if he was in anything else.
But I thought he did something with the government for a while. Is Checkmate government or is Checkmate its own thing?
Right now it's not, but back then when Roy was part of it, I think it was kind of like a CIA type,
Oh, okay.
organization, yeah.
Got it.
Because it's weird. Like I didn't read much of it, but I think at some point, right after Crisis, Harvey Bullock wasn't in the Batman books. I think he was like kind of, I don't know if he was just in the Checkmate book or was part of Checkmate, but yeah, I think Harvey was there for a while.
Wow, that is surprising. I thought Harvey was Gotham through and through.
Yeah, he was missing like in the late 80s and stuff. I think once he started appearing on the animated series, they put him back in the Batman books.
Huh. Wow. Bullock has a secret spy life I never knew about. Wow.
Oh, and then
Okay.
I hope Tim got permission from his parents before he just like left with Dick and the others.
Hopefully, I mean, I feel like Tim must be 18.
Yeah, I guess, but
I mean, everybody feels like they're a little bit older on this show.
His parents didn't seem too happy with like Dawn and the others.
But they let him go to at least save the city.
Yeah, at least a phone call to be like, "Hey, your son's coming with us."
Right.
Of his own free will. And
but that's why I figure he must be like 18 and out of high school, so that he can be like, yeah, I'm going. But I thought that was cool because when Bruce came back, I thought, oh,
yeah,
is Tim gonna stay in Gotham with Bruce and be Robin? But now it looks like he's gonna go and be Robin with the Titans, which is fun. Because I like the actor who plays Tim. He's really adorable. Like his big smile when they were in the house and he went down they opened up the clock and they went down to the Batcave. He was so cute. I was like, oh, sweetie.
But I know what Dick's trying to do, just some family togetherness, but it's like, really, an RV over the private jet?
Well, yeah, right. But Beast Boy was all about it. But everybody else was like,
yeah, well, Beast Boy can change shape too.
That's true. But yeah, so that I'd kind of forgotten that sometimes Titans does that. So Connor was so mad about what Dick did, and then for the final episode, Connor was just like, "Yeah, it's cool, bro."
Yeah.
That this is like, yeah, whatever.
I told you they kind of make bad decisions towards the end of each season, and then it's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Right, and then at the end they're like, nah, don't worry about it.
Well, what about Jason? It almost seems like, oh, all's forgiven. Yeah, you're under Crane's influence, but it's like he killed Hank.
Well, that's why he couldn't come back to the Titans.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I would have liked at least one scene where it's like, yeah, maybe he's like going to see Leslie again or something,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you got to save something for next season.
Yeah,
we'll see. How funny though was it when they said the code? It was like the last person to said it was Jason Todd. What is it? 42069.
What kind of maniac would use that for a code?
I'm here for that.
Jason on Titans. That made me laugh really hard.
I know. Paul was like, oh, of course.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. And I thought it was pretty cool when Tim punched the Scarecrow. He was like, what do you guys think of the cave? I think it's kind of crowded. That's hilarious.
Oh, what about at the end when Dick and Raven visit Crane in Arkham, and she like puts like all that pain and suffering in his head.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, that's kind of messed up, but also kind of deserves it. So
is that so like, oh, all our secrets, but you're gonna be too busy screaming to tell them?
I guess, yeah. I don't quite know how it works, but it was pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the kind of thing that they would never do in the comics. That in the comics they would think, no, we can't do that. That's too unethical. But here they're just like, Scarecrow, you suck. So
I don't think Dick would be like for that in the comics. But yeah, then like this show, it's
I don't think Raven would do it in the comics either.
True.
I don't think any of them would. But this is a grittier show, obviously. Yeah. So it sounds like Dick and Babs are over.
At least for now, yes.
Yep.
I just especially if we're going to be out of Gotham for season 4.
Yeah, sounds like they'll be in San Francisco. Bruce is back. Oh yeah, I wish that he would call Dick son. I mean, I guess you're supposed to know that it's like Jason, they have the more fraught relationship, so he has to call him son, so you know, but with
Yeah.
Dick, by the way they act, their son. Also, I should have known. I like this would not happen on the show because the show's too gritty. But I wrote when they were in the room and Jason's I gotta go. I wish Dick and Jason had hugged. But I feel like that will never happen on this show.
Yeah, you're
But
not gonna get stuff like that you love on this show. Yeah,
I know, but it would have been amazing.
I know, and I don't know. Maybe we'll see more in season 4. But again, you brought it up before. But like, are we just gonna like sweep the whole thing with Bruce killing Joker under the rug? You know, it's just wait, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised honestly if we did.
I
Like, yeah, whatever. He sucked. He deserved it. And I think didn't Donna say that Dick kind of found Nightwing when he died? So I guess that'll be interesting to see because that's partially feel like at the end of every season. I mean, granted, there's only been 3 seasons.
I was gonna say,
Dick feels like he's making progress, emotional progress on his emotional journey, and then there's always something that makes me question that in the season. Like that one, I thought almost every episode in this season was good, except for that stupid one with the wolf.
yeah, I know. But I was like, didn't he find Nightwing when he put the suit on at the end of last season?
But I think this means
You
I
really?
don't know. He should have decided he found Nightwing and strapped a disco collar on the back to protect.
I mean, it would make sense after I got shot.
Yeah, it would. It would. But yeah, that's
So I
all
wonder.
I got.
So I wonder where they're going to be in season 4. Are they going to go back this San Francisco? Or are they
I
gonna...
mean, yeah, they're setting it up, but of course, last season we had no hint that they were going to be in Gotham, so
True.
I guess it could be anywhere.
Road trip? Maybe they'll just have them cruising around the country, or I don't know. We're gonna stop, or we're gonna go to Bloodhaven? Maybe.
I don't know. So they said they're on their way to San Francisco. All right. So we had so Trigon was first season,
Yes.
and Deathstroke was second season,
Mm-hmm.
and then Gotham is third season. So who do we have left? Brother Blood. I mean, the Blood Cultist. That was a big thing in New Teen Titans.
Again, unless
who else is a big new teen? I mean, if they were going to do a big new Teen Titans thing, because now it seems like they're not going to go to Tamaran. That Blackfire is going to go, unless they go to visit her.
Maybe. Wildebeests. I don't know. Unless we get more story with like if we start adding more characters or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the Brother Blood stuff could be cool.
Yeah,
because
I could see it on this show, like a murderous cult and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that could be pretty wild. And that was a huge thing in New Teen Titans. They did them a lot. Well, I guess they could do something with Hive.
Yes.
Fearsome 5, they've got that.
Yes.
I mean, Trigon could come back. I mean, there was the return of Trigon, right?
Yeah. Or you could even
feels too soon though. I think they need a few more seasons before he comes back.
Or you could even just do something with like a Titan or a DC villain that's not necessarily Titans, you know.
Killer Moth.
Oh yeah, that news broke today, kids. Yes, Brendan Fraser, yes, Robot Man from Doom Patrol is going to be the villain in the Batgirl movie. So did they confirm he's Firefly, or is that just a speculation?
Oh, well, I don't know. Let's go quickly to
because I thought
the thing that we were sent.
Because some places I thought I saw, oh hey, he's Firefly. Another place I thought they're like, who is he? I'm like, okay. But I like Kristen's idea better. He should be Killer Moth. I mean,
yeah, it does say in the article he will play the villainous Firefly.
But no, I mean, that would have made sense with your idea if he would have been Killer Moth, because that was Barbara's first enemy.
Right.
In her first appearance.
Our $1 million debut.
I don't know. I'm just thinking they want, we got to sell some toys. We got to bring in the kids. Yeah, the guy with the flamethrower.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
No, I was just looking up Leslie Grace. Oh, okay, yeah. She was in the Heights. That's cool. Because it said that she was who. Because I know they said, but I kind of forgot who it was
Yeah.
going to be. So that'd be good. Yeah, I can't decide if I think it's a good thing. I mean, it's good that it's going to be on HBO Max, but it kind of makes me wonder: is it bad that It sounds like they're talking about it might just go directly to HBO Max and never go to the theaters.
I don't know. I mean, all this year they did, that's what they did with all their movies. Pretty much, they put them on.
Right, but a lot of them they did it both. You could go to the theaters
Yeah.
or HBO Max. It was like on HBO Max for a couple weeks and then it went off. But that article said that it might just go straight to HBO Max, which is cool because it makes it accessible. But also it makes me worry that I don't know they're not taking it as seriously or something. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't that seem kind of like a jerk move that? Oh,
Yeah.
we're making yet another Batman movie and it goes to the theaters, but we're making a Batgirl movie and it's not going to go to the theaters.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, because Batgirl's coming after Batman, right? Because Batman's in.
Yeah, it says it's coming 2022, but I mean,
It's probably.
I mean they just cast Brandon Fraser. They can't get the movie turned around and have it come out before March.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I mean,
that's true.
personally, the way they're talking, I'd be kind of surprised if it comes out in 2022. If it does, it must be at the end of the year.
Maybe at the end, yeah, because
Because
Batman.
if they're just casting the villain now, I mean,
Well, that too, and it's like Batman comes out in March, so they probably don't want them too close to each other. So yeah, I'm thinking probably end of the year, next year.
yeah,
Ooh, maybe like Christmas or something.
there we go. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I hope they do a good job. And
did they say 20? Oh, well, you know what? I mean, they got a bunch of movies coming out next year, so it might just be a spacing issue because Batman's in March. What was it? I think Black Adam comes out in July. Or wait, or is that the Flash? Well, Black Adam and Flash are. Oh no, I think it's Black Adam in July. Is it Flash in November? Then Aquaman in December. So there's like 4 other movies besides Batgirl if she comes out next year.
well, I guess if they want, they could put. I mean, whatever. It just feels kind of crappy. It just feels like DC being DC and like making and somehow pulling something bad out of something good. As they so often do, like, oh, we're gonna make a movie with Batgirl and it's gonna star one of our major female superheroes, and then we're not gonna send it to the theaters. What?
I hope maybe they just wait till 2023. I mean, I want to see the movie, but I mean, I'm just afraid it's going to get lost in the shuffle of all those 4 other movies, especially if it's HBO Max.
So yes, I'm excited for it, but I would be willing to wait for it if that meant it could get a debut in the theaters, and that DC and Warner Brothers would take it more seriously.
And hey,
because Barbara Gordon deserves an in-theater movie.
And hey, Warners, how about either at the end of The Batman or at the end of Batgirl? How about we get a Dick Grayson end credit scene? Come on. Or a Flying Grayson's end credit scene. Although
It'd be interesting to see how old she is in the.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked up Leslie Grayson. It said she was born in 1995, so she's young. I mean, she's 26 though, so it's like, is Barbara going to be college age? You know.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, well, again, can she pull off a teenager? Because that's like Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I mean, he's playing a high school kid, but I think he's like 21 or 22.
But he has a baby face for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I sometimes I can see that something with like Batgirl, they might have her be a little bit older if it's a solo movie, just because I don't know, just because I don't know. It just seems like they do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But I just wonder how old she's going to be, because I wonder how old Rob Pattinson's Batman's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're not really related universes. Although Robert Pattinson, yeah, I mean, he's probably like 10 years older than her, right?
Oh, yeah, and in real life, I think, Lil said he's like 35 or something. So, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I meant in real life. Yeah, sorry, I meant in real life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was
thinking that Robert Pattinson was about my age.
Yeah. I thought they might have been shared, because I don't know if I imagined it. I thought I heard the guy who's playing Commissioner Gordon in the Batman movie is supposed to play her dad in her movie too. So
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fair enough. To be honest, I don't really try to keep up with the movie stuff.
Yeah.
I would just rather the movie's happening, whatever. Honestly, I don't even need to know the movie's happening until it's happened. Until they're like, hey, this movie's coming out. Oh, okay, great.
I think they try to put it in the atmosphere so people are like excited for it so they don't miss it.
Right, I know. But I don't need that. I don't need that extra thing pinging around in my brain. I just need to know when it's here. So, yes, I think
Barbara Gordon goes in there, some medieval king comes flying out.
I mean, all right, I'd save the space. Barbara can have the space. If Dick Grayson ever gets the space, whatever. But to be honest, when they said another Batman movie's coming out and Robert Pattinson's doing it, I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, then I stopped thinking about it because I thought, whatever, it's a Batman movie. I'll see it when it comes out. I don't need to know stuff about it beforehand to judge if I'm going to see it. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know you're going to go see it. Why do you need to?
I mean, they put the trailer out of DC Fandom. It looks good. So I just hope this.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I was like, whatever. It's a Batman movie. I'll go see it. Who cares? The same kind of thing. I mean, it's interesting with the news. But yeah, I mean, when the Batgirl movie comes out, I'm going to see it. I don't care who the villain is. Whatever. I'll see it. Just like if they ever make a Nightwing movie or just another movie that has Dick Grayson in it, Robin, yeah, I'll see it. Even if I think it's going to be terrible, I'll see it.
Wait, you'll see a Dick Grayson movie? Get out of here.
Yeah, I know. Outrageous, huh? All right. I think that's everything.
And I was going to say, Young Justice, we really want to talk about because episode 3, Nightwing still wasn't in it. So,
yep.
On Mars, so hopefully soon.
Yeah, and I've been checking. I can't figure out what day they drop it.
Well, that first week when they've dropped the first 2, I think they did it on the weekend because that was like the DC Fandom weekend. So
yeah, I went and watched it on that Saturday.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday, when I went to watch Titans, I went into my account and Titans was up and they had episode 3 of Young Justice right next to it. Yeah. And I thought, I didn't know I had a third one come out. But it didn't say new.
Yeah.
So that made me think that it didn't drop on Thursday.
I'm thinking Thursday's the regular day because this Thursday is the next one. So that's what I said. I think they just did it special that first Saturday, but now
okay. Oh wait, so the next one is supposed to come out on Thursday?
Yeah.
So it did just premiere on Thursday. Oh, then I wonder why it didn't say new. Threw me off. Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know if they like rushed it. Yeah, it seemed like they didn't know.
Do we know how many episodes it's going to be?
According to my TV website here, or app, it looks like 13. So
that's kind of what it's been the past. Wasn't that how many it was last time?
I think so. Yeah. I saw an article somewhere. I don't know if it's the producer or somebody was saying, he's like, if you guys want to like a season 5 of Young Justice, it all depends on like how much like people binge like the first seasons on DC, or, on HBO Max. So yeah, kids, if you want a season 5, start watching that.
Do I have to go back and start watching all the other ones?
I guess you can watch the Dick Grayson episode.
I mean, that's a substantial portion of the episode, so.
And I would assume he's coming soon. He's in the beginning credits. He's like, was he like the first guy in the credits? Yeah, I'm assuming he's coming soon.
Yeah. But I mean, that being said, Young Justice is a very good show. I've been very interested in the stuff on Mars.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's been good.
Beast Boy's brain, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, wait, before we go on, do you know who those people are supposed to be on Mars? Have they appeared in other comics?
I believe that's part of the Legion of Superheroes.
Okay, so they're good people?
Yeah, they're from the future. I think their whole thing is like, don't be messing with the past because we're like from 1,000 years in the future. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I think it is. Yes, they're good. All right. So should we get to Batman Streets of Gotham?
Yep. I think we've exhausted the president, so now we have to go back to August of 2009. Oh my God.
Right.
That was 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Well, you think about it, that's when Dick became Batman.
But I
I know.
didn't realize it was 12. I mean, I know it's 12 years ago, but it's just
Well, that's like me.
time.
Well, that's like me and Lilith were talking on Saturday. She's like, shut up. The 90s was like 10 years ago.
Right. I mean, next year it's going to be 30 years since Nightfall, right? Didn't that start in 92?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it 93?
93. Yeah, because Superman died in 92. Yeah, Nightfall's 93. Yeah.
All right. Well, the Batman the Animated Series, I think, debuted in 1992. So
Yes, because
that's about to be 30 years. 30 years! 30 years!
Did you see they're doing another Batman animated series on HBO?
Yeah, I did see that, but I didn't feel like we got that much information about it. Like, is Batman going to have a Robin? Is it, what's up? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be more like the movie but
I guess we'll find out.
all right.
All right. Streets of Gotham.
Yeah.
So wasn't Streets of Gotham sort of also supposed to be a kind of comic about Gotham that wasn't just about the heroes or just about Batman? Because there's kind of a lot of the police in it.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like it's about a lot of people because it opens up with like Gordon and Harley Quinn, and I love Dick threatening Harley. I just always find that funny, Dick like trying to pretend to be Bruce. But then Damian basically just like pins her to this roof.
He says she's annoying me. I cut out her tongue. Damian.
Again, that was the gag at this point. It's like, hey, we got kind of a lighter Batman, but a darker Robin.
Well, it works.
Well, when you're trained for the minute you're born to be a assassin,
it's a winning formula.
Yes. But I mean, yeah, some of this gets dark. I mean, these guys like trying to sell like underage girls.
Yeah, and then they're putting those things in them that explode or whatever.
Oh yeah.
All right, so remind me, because then I like skipped ahead to what I was interested in, which is then Damian playing chess. So when is it that? Because I didn't read all of the Tommy Elliott stuff because I'm just kind of he's not that interesting to me. When does he make himself have Bruce's face?
It was in that detective arc, like that one, like the one leading up. 850 was the last part.
Oh, so this happened like right before Bruce.
It was the What was the arc right before what we did last week? Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one.
But now Hush, it's plastic surgery, right? He's not a shapeshifter or something.
No, it's plastic surgery. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he wanted revenge on Bruce, so he did that, and that's the one where he like cuts out Catwoman's heart, literally.
So is that the one then where he's wearing the wrapped up stuff, where his face is wrapped up? No. Or is that just in the animated thing?
It is. His first appearance, he's wearing bandages, but that's before you were supposed to know who he was. So it's like,
okay. So that was back in the original Hush one.
Yeah, most of his appearances he's wearing bandages or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Because in his first appearance, it was like, who is it? Is it Tommy Elliott who we just introduced? Is it Harvey Dent?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Because there's one where there's one where it annoys me because Tommy Elliott, I think, is on it. Well, he's looking like Bruce Wayne, and he's I think he meets Harley Quinn or something at an event, and she's like wants to go on a date with him or something, and then she says something about, "Don't you have kids at home?" And he says, "Oh yeah, my ward Dick and my adopted son Tim." And then he thinks to himself, it's best not to talk about Damian. And every time I read that, I'm like, they're both your adopted sons.
I know. We did this in Gotham Knights. Come on. Yeah, I was reading an article somewhere. Was it like a week or so ago? And it's like, there was like the 10 most messed up things that DC's done to Dick Grayson, but it was one that was like, oh, he adopted Tim but not Dick, and I was like, yes, he did.
He adopted Dick before Tim.
People forget that, man.
My guess is because it didn't happen in the main Batman title.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
but it's weird because it's a multiple issue arc. I mean, you have it mostly in 17 and then in 20 and 21 of Gotham Knights. So it gets more page space than any of the other adoptions. Because in Face to Face, when he adopts Tim, isn't he just like, I want to adopt, like, I want you to stay with me and I have to adopt you as my son because Ward's not a thing anymore. And Tim's like, okay, sweet, let's hug. And then, like, that's it. It's done.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh man, it'll be funny. I should contact Devin and just be like, "Hey, can I give me some audio that I can play like every week?" You know, just Devin saying, "Hey, this is Devin Grayson. Yes, Dick Grayson was adopted by Bruce Wayne, and I should know. I wrote it."
So yeah, that's my one thing. So that's one thing that I think people don't read that issue because I even have, or they just forget. I bought it off eBay from Trevor. Crap, now I'm forgetting his last name. McCarthy, maybe, who did some of the art with Nightwing, and it's the one where Dick's peering in talking to Bruce after Bruce got arrested, and he says, "I can talk to you. I'm your adopted son. It's public record." And originally the penciler must have said something else, and because there's a note on the side where, in blue pencil, the editor said adopted son, and there's whiteout, and they repenciled in the adopted son. Or whatever.
Maybe he said Ward or something, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I always gaze upon that. So I think people forget about that. And then I also think I've said this before. Sorry, I'm getting us off topic. Comic book fans, we both love to complain and we love for stuff to be good. So that's why I always think it never matters whether DC makes a good movie or a bad movie, because we'll enjoy it either way and they'll make money either way. Because if we love it, then we love it. We talk about it. And if it's not good, then people hate it. And honestly, sometimes I think they like the bad movies more so that they can prove their cred or whatever by ripping it up ripping it up one side and down the other. And I also think sometimes that happens with your favorite character, that we want our favorite characters, good things to happen to them, but you also kind of want bad things to happen to it so you have something to complain about. So I think a lot of people who are Dick fans want to be like, like, I love Bruce and Dick, but also at the same time, Bruce is kind of a dick to Dick, and he didn't adopt him. And it's like, no, he did.
Yeah.
As you might imagine, I prefer it when happy things happen to my favorite character. So I'm always like, every time it happens, like, no, Bruce did. Bruce is sometimes bad, but he's not bad in that. He did adopt Dick eventually. But yeah, sometimes I think people they're not doing it to slam Dick. They're doing it to slam Bruce and to kind of be like, oh, my favorite's so put upon or whatever. Mm-hmm. What do you think? I feel like comic fans do that sometimes.
Yeah, comic fans are just weird, because I was listening to an interview with Scott Snyder last week. Remember, like, before he did the Court of Owls stuff, he wrote those detective issues we covered with Dick as Batman.
Yeah, Black Mirror.
Yeah. And then he's like, I was trying to do like all this like cool stuff and like this deep stuff. And he's like, and all I get is like notes from like, oh, you know, people just wanted more butt shots of Dick and stuff. And
Scott Snyder's like, I'm an artist. This is my magnum opus.
But yeah, they have Tommy Elliott locked up. I don't think he's getting out yet, but it's like, oh, here's the gag. It's like, hey, you know, we haven't told anyone Bruce Wayne's dead, you know, because they don't want to connect it to Batman. But it's like, hey, look, we got a Bruce Wayne stand-in.
Right, but yeah, I think he gets free in the second one. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, Well, speaking of Firefly, he's
I knew. So he starts in issue 2.
Well, he's doing this thing where he's setting people on fire in the first one, and
right, but
because Dick has like this gun with
through the things
to put him out. Yeah. Oh, he's putting incendiary chips in them. Yeah. Because he like secretly injects them and can set them on fire, I guess, whenever.
Yeah, it's messed up.
And then at the end of the first one, you have demons like, you better get up here, and they look down and like part of the city's burning.
Yeah, and then Tommy Elliott tricked Alfred. mean.
Oh yeah.
So then he ends up getting out.
All right. Who else? I was waiting for my issue 2 to open up on DC Universe. In me and Loth always
That's why
say
I screen cap the things I want.
DC Universe finite, because not everything's on there.
Maybe a lot of people are trying to read a comic right now.
Well, no, we were just saying how like not every issue's on there, so it's not infinite.
This is true.
But yeah, Tommy like fakes it because he heard about all these people getting set on fire. So Tommy like basically sets his blanket or something on fire, and yeah, tricks
Yeah, so then Alfred comes to save him and he overpowers him.
Yeah, because Alfred's on the phone with Dick, and Dick's like, just like, be careful.
Yeah. But I like it. I like how Dick. So yeah, they're Damien's saying, "Oh, Zaz knocked me around." Dick's like, "It's okay," and Alfred, "I feel no better. It's my fault. Dr. Elliot's at large. I was such a fool." And Dick says, "You believed you were saving a life, Alfred. No one can fault you for that." I like that because that's true.
So basically, yeah, Firefly's just randomly going around like injecting people with these chips because this young girl's like, yeah, this guy just like bumped into me.
Yep.
So Dick and Damien are trying to figure out where this girl was tagged and trying to figure out, oh Lord, where could Firefly be? I know, an abandoned bar with a volcano theme, Club Vesuvius.
Villains are nothing if not predictable.
Also, me and Lil say it's like half the town is just like abandoned warehouses and clubs, and
Yes.
even
I think so.
Even after the earthquake knocked down half the town and they rebuilt it, half of it's still abandoned.
I feel like things go bad quickly in Gotham.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever listen to that podcast, that Batman the Audio Adventures
I did listen to the first couple, and I don't know if you saw it. It was like $10, but they actually did put a comic out of it. It was like
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, but it's in my stack whenever I go to the store.
I mean, it's all right. It's it's in that universe, but
but what I mentioned it was I thought it was. I mean, I appreciated it because they had the comedic moments, but I thought it was funny how since they were kind of doing it as a radio show, how you had the commercials and the businesses would come on and be like, "You think summer's coming, but remember last year, Mr. Freeze froze us in July, so you should buy more heating oil, even though it's about to be summer," and stuff like that. And I thought that's pretty good. I really like that part.
But yeah, we see Firefly is supposed to be working for Black Mask, but he like betrays him. I think didn't Black Mask give him like his equipment and like this bar? But oh yeah, Black Mask had an implant in the Firefly, but he's like, yeah, burned it out. It was quite painful frying these chemicals out of my veins. So yeah, so Firefly takes out old Black Mask guys, and he's about to kill Black Mask until Batman and Robin come crashing in. So Dick tells Damien, get Black Mask, I'm on Firefly. As Firefly takes off, pulling Dick behind him. But Black Mask gets away, I think, with the help of Zaz.
Yep, right. Oh yeah, so I must have skipped ahead because I didn't take screen caps of all that stuff. Yeah, then they're like, "Where's Tommy Elliott?" Oh, boom, he's right outside.
Oh Lord, I swear, even as Batman, Dick is still kind of quippy because Firefly, how does it feel to watch everyone you've tried to protect burn to death? And Dick, you're the only one going down in flames, Linz. I could just every time I could just hear Bruce being like, "You're talking too much."
Wow. You gotta make it your own.
Yeah, so it clogs Firefly's jets, makes them crash. Yeah, then they're back at the tower, and Dick's telling Alfred, "I'm glad you only suffered a few bruises and not a slashed throat."
No, I think that's Damien. He tells that too, right? Because Damien went after Zaz,
Oh yeah.
and then Alfred is like, Tommy tricked me.
Oh yeah. And
He says
Dick's
it's
like,
okay. No one can foil you for trying to save a life. And
yep.
then they turn on the TV, and Tommy Elliott is outside. He must be outside. Oh yeah, they're probably at the tower, right? So
Yeah, that's
he's
where they're living.
outside.
Yeah.
So he's outside Wayne Tower, and he's like, "I'm gonna give away money,"
Oh yeah, he's talking about giving away what, like millions, like every week.
and he gives away $1 billion in that Damien's face. Also, it cracks me up how they showed on there. I feel like a bunch of people, who know that that's not really Bruce, including Ra's al Ghul, being like, "This is interesting." And then at the end, it's like Ra's al Ghul drinking something in his bathroom.
I know. Oh yeah, the Justice League
Cracks me up.
watching. Yeah, and then Roz just
Yeah.
using.
Right. Yep.
Well, yeah,
And
Tommy's gonna weigh $1 billion. Damien's just like, oh, my inheritance.
he's like, "Alfred, we're screwed."
Because he knows, he's like, they're not gonna say, hey, this guy's an imposter. Because
Right. I mean, Bruce does give away a lot of money, but just maybe not quite that much, quite that fast.
yeah, no, Tommy's just trying to mess with them, and it's like, well, they really can't blow the whistle without calling attention to the whole operation. But I like the covers to these. It's like painted covers, I think.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah, 3 opens up with like all these like charities and stuff. Like Tommy's giving Bruce's money away too. Then he's in an elevator and he kind of gets, if it's a bomb or something, yeah, like blows him out of the elevator and he's about to fall and Damien catches him. Damien's holding him over the streets. Give me one reason you should live. Tommy, I can't let go. Damien does. He's a lousy chess player anyway. Dick has to catch him.
Yep.
And Tommy, it would have been worth it knowing that tomorrow's headline would have been Cape Crusaders murder Gotham's White Knight.
So Damien is like, he's draining our resources. Dick says, yes, but the people need someone they can believe in.
Yeah, and plus, no one's going to connect Bruce with Batman because Bruce is still out there,
I mean, so.
But yeah, Dick's like, yeah, from now on, we'll be watching you close, and any cash donations will be approved by a special committee of Wayne Enterprises executives. And Tommy's like, oh, charm him.
That's what he thinks.
Oh yeah, because
he buys his own house.
Oh yeah, where he grew up. Yep.
Then Dick and Damien and people are waiting there. They call him Dr. Elliot, and he says, I think you've made a mistake, old chum. And he's like, we wouldn't want to air our family secrets in front of strangers, Dick. And then it's revealed, oh, they're not strangers. It's the Justice League. Dun, dun, dun.
Justice League, and like I believe the team that was the Outsiders, some of the Outsiders at this point. So yeah, because it's all illusions from by Zatanna. So yeah, I love Tommy tries to run. It's like, okay, you have a Green Lantern. There's all these other people. You're not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere for a while. Grab a Snickers.
I love the Zatanna's like, no more looting the family piggy bank, and Katana puts a sword to his throat. And for your own sake, remember, no secrets past a severed throat.
Yep. And then when Dick tells Damien, criminals are a superstitious, cowardly lot, Damien says, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Ah, Damien.
Oh, no. Well, Damien's like, he thinks this is going to work. And yeah, he's like, you know what they say? Criminal are superstitious, cowardly lot. Oh, Lord. And then Damien's like, what's Katana's story? Dick's like, what?
Powers or origins? More like, is she seeing someone? Damien, you're 10 years old.
I know. Like, don't tell me you're crushing on Katana. But yeah, I mean, we saw a little bit before, but Black Mask has set up Zaz as like, he's funding him now. place to work, new clothes, everything. So
Yes. And that's the one where they go to visit to find him. They go to visit the real estate agent, and this is on like I did remember this as soon as I started. I thought, oh, this is coming up. This is one of my favorite quotes from this time when Damian's Robin when he's looking at the real estate magazine. 15 million for 3 bedrooms. That's obscene. I'm like, yes, I love it. That is obscene.
oh yeah.
Particularly for people like us coming from the Midwest. I don't know how it is in Pittsburgh. Maybe it's a little more expensive than here, but houses are cheap here.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would think most places. I mean, if you're spending 15 million, you can have more than 3 bedrooms.
Maybe there are 3 really, 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 really big bedrooms.
I'm thinking they're taking up room with something else. That's like a house with like a bowling alley or an indoor
right.
pool.
Yeah. Well, there are probably 3 bedrooms that all have their own bathroom and stuff like that. But still,
oh yeah,
I did enjoy that little comment on big city housing prices because it is obscene.
Yeah, it's probably 3 bedrooms you can get lost in. Yeah, I know.
Even so.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, issue 4, we kind of get the story of this guy who basically sells all the hideouts to all the villains.
Yep. So he is the one with Cafe or Club Vesuvius in his portfolio.
Yeah. So this series was kind of interesting. I forget, we go to like 20 some, I think, maybe around issue 20. Yeah. I mean, it's not just all Batman and Robin centric. You get like some of the villain stuff too. So if you like that kind of stuff, check out Streets of Gotham. I'm pretty sure they're all on DC Universe Finite. But yeah, Zaz, just like, I don't know if
I have to say that when I saw Zaz in his outfit, and because his first name is also Victor, I thought, is that Mr. Freeze?
Well, yeah, just because of like those glasses he's wearing.
Yeah, the glasses. He really looks like Mr. Freeze with that.
And a bald head. Yeah, he looks like Freeze.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, when did Mr. Freeze come into this comic?
But yeah, Dick visits.
He didn't.
Dick visits this real estate guy as Batman, and he's like, he's like, I'm after the real monsters, Two-Face, Zaz, Croc. If I refuse to sell to ex-cons, the law calls it discrimination. If you have their contact information, turn it over to me, and I promise they'll be locked up fast. I doubt any of them will connect you to their capture or demand their money back. So you gotta know, I don't think he wants to cooperate, but he's like, yeah, Zaz is like grabbing kids, I guess. He's like, I got kids, so.
Yeah. Well, and he says kind of beat me up a little bit. I mean, honestly, the guy is a little bit shady, but that is a pretty slick business model. Selling real estate to villains. Then when Batman comes and says, where's this villain? Like, punch me up a little bit. I'll tell you where the villain is. Villain goes to jail. You can sell it to somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah, as long as nobody.
It's not the most ethical, but
it's kind of dangerous because you don't want like Joker or Two-Face to find out, or
right, yeah,
they'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, that's that one. All right. Yeah, I know. I know there wasn't a ton of Dick Grayson, but what did you think about?
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. It had a couple fun things. Like I said, it had that funny quote about real estate, so I was digging it.
Yeah, and I don't like you always get you get some funny Dick and Damian moments. Those are always amusing because they are so close, but they are so different.
Exactly. So that's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Honestly, some of the Tommy Elliott stuff is a little bit weird. How he has Bruce's face and stuff. And then eventually, don't they just, I don't know, like he just stops being a thing? They stop talking about him.
I'm trying to. He might go away for a while, but yeah, like once New 52 starts in 2011, it takes them a while to bring like Tommy back in. Yeah,
Right, but I mean, when Tim starts taking over the company, I mean, Bruce must not be around.
Tim or Damian? Because I know Tim was doing stuff with the business, but right now, as we'll get to next week, yeah, once Red Robin starts, Tim like hits the road for a while.
Right, but then he comes back and he becomes an emancipated minor.
Well, pretty much when he comes back, I think that's when Bruce. He pretty much comes back around the time Bruce comes back. So,
okay.
I'm trying to remember. Well, I know. In one issue, Detective Selena gets a revenge. I think she because Tommy goes on the run and like Selena like brings him back.
Yeah, and I think that was the issue that happened just before this.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I went and looked that up because that's what you paid Harley for.
Yeah.
That's why Harley had the money.
Oh yeah, actually, they have Harley Helper. Yeah.
But there are some times, when Damien's kind of running the. I don't know. I guess they're kind of loosey goosey with it because there's times when Dick's like, Lucius is asking me to look over stuff. So maybe they never say Bruce Wayne is. I don't think they ever say Bruce Wayne is dead. Maybe they just send him off on an extended. Tommy Elliott just goes away. Bruce goes on an extended vacation.
I'm trying to remember the exact point he leaves, but yeah. After Bruce comes back, they really don't need him, and then after, like I said, once New 52 starts, it's a little bit before they bring him back in.
Yeah, but he doesn't have Bruce's face anymore.
Yeah, I don't think no, especially after New 52. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So, anything else?
I think that's everything.
All right. Oh, next week it's gonna be their first week in like 3 months without a Titans episode to talk about.
True. Maybe we can talk Young Justice. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully Dick shows up there. But because next week, I mean, we'll get some Dick, but we're gonna be covering around the same period, Red Robin 1 through 4. Yum. See, you people go to Red Robin, think of burgers. I think of Tim Drake.
I mean, you could think of both. You could think of Tim Drake eating a burger. How about that?
It's
meta.
They should talk to DC. Put a statue of Red Robin in their restaurant.
Except now he's not Red Robin anymore. He's just Robin, right?
I don't know. Well, there was what was it? In one of the last issues of Batman Urban Legends, like he calls himself Red Robin again. I mean, he's wearing like his Robin costume, but he's calling himself Red Robin again. So I don't know if they can't decide who's Robin right now, him or Damian. So
well, maybe the red is just like in parentheses. You use it when you need it, but when you don't worry about it.
Yeah. Because
it's like Red Robin is his formal vigilante name, and he just goes by Robin for short, like Richard and Dick or Tim and Timothy.
Because Damian has the Robin book right now. I want like Tim to have a solo Robin book again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. It's been, oh my God, it's been 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Because they ended in 09, right? And then
when Red Robin started, yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, look, there's like.
I have to stop thinking about it like that. Now I feel old.
I'm just looking at the schedule. There's not even that many shows left. Yeah, next week, Red Robin 1 through 4, and then in 2 weeks, Lilith and I have been covering the rest of it. But yes, Nightwing News is part of Armageddon 2001 in 2 weeks from New Titans Annual number 7.
All right, let's do it.
All right, kids. So send your thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Nightwing News on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Bloodhaven Bulletin, our Facebook fan group. Find links to our YouTube channel. You can watch all the videos for every episode we do. And most importantly, find links to our Patreon. Once again, we're out here on our own, paying for this on our own. So anything you can contribute can help. Or if If you want to buy some merch, there's a link for that. There's links to everything all at Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And once again, if you want to show your favoritism towards one person, pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. You know who I'm talking about. Especially if you're a fan of this show, pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder.
Diggity dank.
She'll say that if you buy the book. All right, kids. Again, come back 1 week. Red Robin 1 through 4.
No. Maybe we should make burgers and be eating burgers that day.
Oh, nice.
I'll have to go by. I'll try it. There's a Red Robin and not that far from me. I'll try to go by and get something.
Watch, I'll completely forget that I should do that.
Better to eat it there though, because then you get unlimited fries.
Yes. Unlimited fries.
Hey, that was a nice touch, Tim. Way to go.
Unlimited fries and like unlimited drinks amongst them. I'm like, yeah.
So maybe we'll have to go and just take pictures, and then we can show them. This is what I ate.
Oh, nice. All right, kids. Come back next time. Send us your Red Robin pictures. All right. But until then, join us same wing time.
Same wing channel.
See Nightwing News. He's also Batman.